Hey guys, welcome to Building with Shayden and little Frankie here. So today we're building a planter box. So I've just been down to Musgroves. Musgroves is a demolition place in Christchurch, and they sell things like panels of wood, doors, windows, anything basically from a demolished house. And because of the earthquakes in Christchurch, we tend to have a lot of that. So I picked up myself heaps of wood here. Believe it or not, this stuff here only costs $30, so I'm pretty stoked about that. So the planter box that we're going to be building today is for George's stepsister Nicole. So Nicole's been looking after this little one during the week while we're at work, so we're just building something to say thanks. So the tools I'm using today are the tools by Ryobi. It's part of the 1+ system. So I've got the skill saw and the impact driver there. So the impact driver is going to be awesome for this job because the way it drills and drives at the same time. This wood's hard, it's going to get right through it. The screws I have today I picked up from Bunnings, and they are wood screws and they're for outdoor use. So hopefully they'll tap in and go straight through. Little Frankie here will be playing as I'm building. So to start, I'm going to measure out the panels. So basically what I'm going to do is cut these 1800 lengths in half, and then these will make the legs and the inside struts. Okay, and then I measured 2 boards with 450 lengths. So because the first board is 1800 long, that means I can get 4 450 lengths out of that, and then on the second board I've got 2 450 lengths. Now the 450 lengths will be for either side of the planter box, and then the 900 lengths will be for along. So obviously I'm going to stack 3 up on each side. So now that I have my framing pieces here, what I need to do is I need to decide how long they're going to be. So for the inside frame, first you need to decide if you want your planter box to sit like this or like that. So I quite like this look because it's much cleaner from the front. As you can see, you can't see that exposed edge. So I've worked out that my planter box is going to be roughly 475 mils high. So that means that I'm going to need supports to hold them up in every corner. So I'll measure 475 high and then cut them to size. And that means that my across runs will have to account for the distance here and here, and then I'll subtract that from the total. Okay, so those bad boys are cut and looking sharp. If you haven't got yourself one of these saws, get one. Ryobi is just fantastic because they've got no cords. Basically you can use this battery across all their tools and it just makes the job so much easier. Now I got these puppies and I'm going to use them for the frame. So these here, as you can see, are like random lengths. So some are 800, some are 900, some are 500, but they're $1 each, so who's complaining? So what I'm going to use them for is the inside of the planter box. Cool, let's go ahead and cut those up. Cool, now that I've got those cut, I'm ready to start drilling. Now I'll chuck the battery off that into my impact driver, and then I'm using these screws to screw in the side, and that'll make the support. Cool, so I've put together the planter box now, and you can see that I've marked the bottom here where I'm going to put these legs. So the legs will be going on like that, so it's elevated off the ground. So I'm just going to flip it over and drill it from the inside. Right guys, here it is. It's come up pretty nice. So this one's quite big, it's 900 wide. So you could go smaller and even drop a panel from the top if you wanted to. But overall pretty happy.